America is finally getting less fat. Over the last few years, the obesity rate has gone down by about 3.5%. So now just over a third of the country are obese, which means we have a long way to go, but at least we're seeing progress. However, I don't think that the reason why all of a sudden we're starting to see the obesity rates going down is because people are more educated and living healthier lifestyles. It has to be because of the weight loss drug epidemic. People on Ozempic, Mounjaro, even retatrutide are using weight loss drugs to lose weight, which I think honestly isn't a bad idea. I think it's a great way to get started. However, I think people are abusing this. I had a client just about 2 years ago who I was training him in person. And every time I would train him, he would always complain, which, it's hard. You have to work out. It doesn't feel good. It hurts. He would always complain in our workouts and basically just like make it seem like he didn't even want to be there, which I guess makes sense. He was about 100, 150 pounds overweight, huge gut. He would always show up to our workouts feeling like he didn't even want to be there, just complaining all the time. Always saying that, oh, this hurts, that hurts, but that's fine. That's nothing new. And a few months in, he had been training with me for about 5 or 6 months at that point. All of a sudden, he just stopped showing up. Like, he would schedule a workout and then he would ghost me. Like, he just wouldn't show up. And I would ask him, oh, why are you not showing up? What's going on? Everything okay? I thought maybe something happened. No, he would just say, oh, I just forgot. Oh, I was tired, whatever. He just wouldn't show up. So usually when someone does that, there's no point in wasting your time on them. So I just stopped scheduling. And I saw him on the street a few months later. I think it was about 6 or 7 months after he stopped working out together. And he had lost a bunch of weight. And I was like, oh, okay. So I asked him, oh, how's it been going? How's your weight loss journey been going? And he was open with me. He told me that he started taking Ozempic. That is a kind of situation where I don't think Ozempic is helpful, because if you're going to be taking Ozempic, it should be a gateway drug into losing weight rather than a gateway drug into being on that drug for the rest of your life. It should be a gateway drug into living a better life. Ozempic is a tool, or Mounjaro weight loss drugs are a tool that you should use if you are obese to get you to lower your hunger, but at the same time, you need to lift weights. You need to build a healthier lifestyle. And most importantly, you need to build discipline. Now, discipline is easier said than done. At the end of the day, what is discipline? Discipline is doing hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. So going to the gym, especially when you don't feel like it. Saying no to junk food, especially when you really want to eat junk food. That is discipline. And the thing is, with discipline, you can start super small, literally just by setting yourself a set breakfast every single day and eating that every single day. Once you build the reps of eating a healthy breakfast every single day, it's gonna feel weird to you to go back to eating fucking cereal for breakfast or sugary bullshit for breakfast. That is something that you can set. It could be a 15-minute walk every morning or every evening. That is how you build discipline. You build discipline through repetitions, through doing hard work over and over again, whether it's day by day, week by week, month by month. That is how you build discipline. And the thing is about losing weight with a weight loss drug is when you take these weight loss drugs, it just gets you to stop eating in general. So your body becomes catabolic. Not only are you burning fat, you're also burning muscle. So unless you learn how to eat properly, train as well, you're just gonna become skinny fat. That's the recipe for becoming skinny fat. Not working out and losing weight and just losing all of the weight. Muscle, fat, water weight, everything. So literally just start small. Start by lifting weights 2 or 3 times per week. Go on walks, try to get 10,000 steps per day if you're able to. And learn about nutrition. Start eating more protein, because protein is what's going to help you build muscle and stay satiated. Because one of your issues, obviously, is that you kept eating too much food and you kept eating the wrong food. But if you start eating the right food, all of a sudden your body is like, oh shit, wait, I can use this to become healthier. I can use this to feel better about myself. I can use this to become the person that I'm meant to be. And then people will say something like, oh, I don't have any motivation. Which, of course, when you first get started, you're gonna have your most motivation. When you first get started, because you're like, oh, I'm ready to get healthy. I'm gonna start taking Ozempic. I'm gonna start losing weight. But at the end of the day, what really gives you motivation? What really is gonna give you motivation is seeing results. Now, how do you track your results? You need to track your weight every single day. As soon as you get out of bed, you go take a piss, take a shit, do what you gotta do, hop on the scale. Why am I saying that you need to weigh every single day rather than once a week? Because you wanna look at your weekly average, you wanna see over time the weight go down. Obviously, one day you might be, let's say you're 190 pounds and you're trying to drop weight. One day you might be 189, one day you might be 191, but over time, you wanna see the weight go down. You wanna see the average weekly weight go down over time. And then on top of that, you should be taking progress photos. If you are currently 100, even if you're only 50 pounds overweight, you should be taking progress photos to make sure that when you look back at yourself, even a month or two from now, you can see those slight changes. That is what's motivating. And once you're able to build your own motivation, you're unstoppable. It's like that in any case in life. If you can visibly see progress in, let's say, your career, over time, you're going to be more motivated to continue pursuing that career. So apply the same thing to your fitness. Now that you know how to build motivation and how to build discipline, do not rely on motivation. You need to be disciplined 80% of the time. And if you're able to be disciplined 80% of the time, that's going to lead to so many more results than relying on motivation. Because motivation is great, you can wake up in the morning, you feel good, but it doesn't last. There'll be days where you're motivated, there'll be days where you're not motivated, and that is when you're tested. That is when you really see what you are made of. And that is when discipline kicks in. Because it's not gonna be a quick fix. This is not gonna be something that you can fix within a week or two, or even a month, or even a few months. It took me years to build the discipline to where I am today, to where I can say no to alcohol. I used to like go out with friends and they would get drinks and I'll be like, oh, my friends are drinking, might as well drink as well. I'm not like that anymore. I built the discipline to learn that alcohol is bad for me, so why would I do it? My friends want to drink alcohol. They can drink. I'm not forcing it on anyone. I don't have anything against them for wanting to drink, for wanting to eat like shit, whatever it may be. But for me, I have goals set for myself, and I hope you do as well. So you need to learn to say no when it's convenient, and know that you're saying no for your current self, so that way your future self will get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You can literally be consistent like 80% of the time and see incredible results. This is not me saying that you need to do everything perfectly every single day, eat perfectly every single day. But if you're able to eat well 80% of the time, like even if you're 6 days of the week, you're perfect, one day you're a bit off track, you're gonna see results over time. Just don't allow one bad day to derail you. At the end of the day, one bad day is just a bad day. You have to look at it that way. If you run a business, it's the same thing. There are bad days in business, there are bad months in business. There are bad days in fitness and there are bad months in fitness. You just need to get back on track and remember what your long-term goal is. If you set long-term goals, you're more likely to achieve them. The moral of the story is the drug gets you into the calorie deficit, but building habits is what's going to make you actually see the results that you want to see. Because like I said, you don't just want to lose weight, lose muscle as well. You want to actually look good. You want to feel good. So you need to build the habits, and discipline is probably the most important habit that you can build. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are interested in one-on-one fitness coaching where I will help you lose weight, build muscle, get in the best shape of your life, click the link in the description to apply. If you enjoyed, click the like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.